Hey, welcome. My name is Clemencia. We're going to learn today how to make from simple ingredients a healthy food that will help us to change our way of eating healthy. I'm going to use millet to make porridge for breakfast, which is something people may ask me how I'm going to change my breakfast from bacon and eggs and biscuits to something healthy. And we're going to use chickpeas to make hummus. So we're going to start with millet porridge. We're going to use 1 cup of millet. 1 cup of millet. And we're going to use salt, water. We're going to use a squash, butternut squash. We're going to use sweet potatoes. 1 or 2 ingredients. If you happen to have in your fridge just squash and carrots, it's plenty to make a very nice tasty porridge for your morning. In the kitchen, there's no limit, so you can have the pieces bigger or smaller. The smaller the pieces, the faster they will cook. As well, the sweeter your porridge will be, because we're not cooking this porridge for too long. It's a fast cooking porridge, so if you cook it small, you're going to have your carrots more, you're going to bring more sweet out of your carrots. We're going to use a cup of millet, as I told you. I'm going to wash it with cold water, and then we're going to put it to cook. We really like the porridge soft, so we can use from 4 to 6 cups of water. It all depends on how you like it. So we're going to have, in this case, we're going to have 1 cup of millet, 5 cups of water, and we're going to use probably a cup and a half of vegetables from 1 cup for 1 cup of millet. In my cereals, I always use a pinch of salt in the water. So we're going to use 5 cups of water. For each cup of millet, use a pinch of salt. We're going to use 1 cup of millet. We're going to use a pinch of salt. Now we're going to put in here, we're going to have like a 1/4 cup of carrots, a cup of water of sweet potatoes. There we go. We got 2 different kinds of sweet potatoes today, so we're going to use all of them. The sweeter the better you porridge in the morning. It will give you a lot of energy. And this is a good sweet, so don't hesitate to put veggies to make it sweet. In summer you can use fruits. And then we have a 1/4 cup of butternut squash. Put everything on the floor. A cup of water. Butternut squash, okay? Butternut squash. We just brought to a boil our millet porridge, and while it cooks, as soon as it boils, we're gonna bring it down to a lower point. So we're gonna bring it to a boiling high, then we'll put it down for 30 minutes or 25 minutes. Even 20 minutes, millet cooks real good in 20 minutes. Sometimes a little longer, so it makes more thick consistency. Now, we're going to start with our hummus. We're going to do kale hummus. We're going to use 2 leaves of small leaves of kale. We're going to use 1 cup of chickpeas, previously washed and soaked overnight. 2 full spoons of sesame tahini. 4 full spoons of lime, usually it's lime, and a teaspoon of salt, and 2 cloves of garlic. We have our chickpeas already rinsed overnight, so we're going to put it to cook on 5 cups of water. We're going to use just water to boil the beans, because if you put salt before you boil it, when you boil it, they will get harder. So you don't put salt on the beans when you cook them. Especially chickpeas, they're very hard. So we already have our lemon, squeeze, salt, chopper, garlic, and we have ready our sesame tahini. Kale has been chopped as well. It's not as big, so we can blend it easily. Now, once the chickpeas are cooked, we're gonna blend everything together. We're gonna add ingredients, one ingredient at a time. So we have our millet already cooked. We're gonna turn it off and try it in just a minute. Our chickpeas have been cooked for an hour, very nice and tender. So we're gonna try one. Perfect. Now I'm gonna put it in a blender with our ingredients. I'm gonna put the hot ingredients in the bottom so they get better mixed. We're gonna use garlic, 1 teaspoonful of garlic, chopped garlic, lemon, tahini, and then we're going to add the chickpeas with some of the broth. The broth will help us to get better blend. Oh, I forgot salt. We already have the salt measure here. We have 1 spoon, half a spoon of tea. We're going to have half of the salt, because when you cook, you better do it, and you're going to try the first time with low salt. You're going to have a better chickpea first, and then at the end we're going to put some of the broth. Now I'm going to use some broth, a little bit. You just add it a little bit at a time, and then you blend. We're going to see our hummus is green and pretty. We're going to taste first, and we're going to see the consistency of it. You want it a nice espresso. This is too much liquid. And then we're going to try to taste the salt. It's a little bit bland, so we're going to add a little bit more salt of the teaspoon we have. We haven't even used the whole teaspoon. And we're going to use a little bit more garlic. So kind of play with your ingredients. You have 2 cloves, 1 teaspoon, 2 full spoons of lemon, and then you start blending and tasting. Once you have the taste you like, you think your family will like, or you will like, then you can stop adding ingredients, especially the salt. The salt is something you have to be careful. So now we're gonna make it thicker, so we add the rest of the chickpeas to make sure our hummus is thick enough. Now we have our chickpea hummus ready. The consistency is just really good. That's what we want. It's not as hard, but it's thick enough so you can spread on your bread. We're going to check the consistency of our chickpea, our hummus, and it's really good. That's exactly what we want. So we can spread it in our rice cake, bread, or even in our veggies. We can use carrots or celery to eat it. So we have our hummus ready, delicious green kale hummus. So we have different ways to eat it. Try it today. We have rice cakes. These brown rice cakes or corn cakes you can buy in the store. You can make your own whole wheat brown rice cake on your stove. You're gonna have recipes coming up soon about this delicious brown rice homemade cake, and we can have it also with veggies. We're gonna try it today with carrots. Delicious. So we're gonna have our porridge taste. Smells delicious. You can have this consistency if you want to. For me, it's really good. For some people, like it a little bit more moist. So if you want to, you can add a little bit of almond milk. Then you turn around. or creamier consistency. Here you go. Now try it. Delicious.